Okay, so this video is about this crazy platform known as YouTube and how it's kind of, consumed my life for the past 4 years. So, hold on, this is going to be a long video. Now, I've told this story before, but I feel like it's important for you guys to know and it gives a lot of context into this. So, ever since I was 10 years old, I've wanted to be a YouTuber. I grew up watching people, like Sky Does Minecraft, Stampy, Smosh, and many more. Before I even had a phone, I had this Samsung Galaxy tablet that I would just record all my videos on. And I would start each of them by pretending that I had a channel and telling people to subscribe for it every single time. Now, I even had this ongoing series that I would call Noah is Bored, and it was named after the series that Smosh did called Ian is Bored, where he would just try random types of candies and food and just do a lot of other stuff. Now, these videos were not good in the slightest at all. They were usually just me walking around my house and filming random stuff. This is how I got interested in making videos and talking on camera. But, since I was like 10 or 11 or 12 years old at the time, I wasn't allowed to have a YouTube channel, which was probably for the best because I guarantee you those videos would be unwatchable and my voice was so high pitched and screechy and I couldn't even imagine that. But okay, so let's fast forward to 2019. I was 16 at the time and I was still very much into making videos. I would still watch YouTube help content and all that kind of stuff. And I would still film random videos on the phone that I had at the time. It was a random day and I was watching TV before I had to go to bed and get up and go to school the next morning. So I was just watching TV and my dad just came into my room out of the blue and said, "You know what? I think you guys are old enough to start a YouTube channel." And this was music to my ears. This is the best news that I could have ever heard. I ran to my computer, created a YouTube account, and I called it Noah is Bored. Now, at that point, I had been watching a lot of YouTube help content, so I had the basic idea on how to go on YouTube. But I was 16 years old, and I was just blinded by the excitement of wanting to make my first YouTube video. And this first video, it was called How to Be a Professional Author Joke. And it was a skit where I stood in front of my bookshelf and ranted for 5 minutes trying to make jokes on how to be a writer or professional author, even though I had no experience on how to do this and I literally had never not written that much. It was supposed to be satire, but it ended up just being a lot of incoherent babbling. Posted it the next day, and of course, since it was my first video, I got no views. But I was so happy to make videos that I really did not care. Over the next year and a half or so, I made over 100 videos. And it was a lot of different stuff. It was a big mix of, vlogs about like my camping trips and different kind of stuff like that. I did some podcast episodes, but the biggest thing I did was sketch comedy. And a lot of these videos were very, very bad. Like very bad. But I was very passionate about making them. And they did not get a lot of views. Maybe 10, 20 views, not that much. The most views I had ever gotten a video was probably like 100 to 200 views, and it was on a stupid little skit I made during COVID. I was a very ambitious kid. I even had skits with like a recurring cast of characters that I made up, and I even made an interactive video, kind of like, a Heist with Markiplier that had 10 different endings. I had a lot of passion, but I didn't have any success. And looking back at it, the reason that I didn't have much success was because the videos were simply not good and they had lots of mistakes. They were just thrown together lazily because I wanted to do a weekly schedule and I would wait till the last minute and then I would have to quickly throw a video together. I also made a lot of random content. Like one of my videos was literally like, I don't even know what I was thinking, but one of my videos was just me eating a hamburger and talking for 8 minutes. So I got defeated and embarrassed because, people would make fun of my videos, calling them cringy. And a lot of the videos were very, very cringy. And then I made one of the worst choices that I ever could have made, and I deleted all the videos on my channel. Hundreds of videos gone and lots of memories just gone. And I stopped making videos for a while because I just didn't know what to do, and because of how defeated I felt that I was not becoming successful. This had been my dream and something that I hyper fixated on, but I just couldn't make it. Luckily, I was able to recover some of the old videos from my laptop. I have about 20 or so old videos, but there's still a lot of them that are lost, and I'm hoping that like with a recovery software or something I can get these back because I really want to watch my old videos. They were back. Looking back at that time, looking back at some of the older videos, I see the wonder that I had to create stuff. And, I wish that, I could get back to that time. After a while, I tried to come back and make videos, but I stopped again. Then I started making reaction content about 2 years ago for a while. Made about 15 or 16 or so videos, but I was starting to feel good, about making videos again, and I even made a few skits. But no one was watching, and I kind of felt terrible, putting in all this work to my videos to have very little people watch them. Then I stopped making videos for over 9 months. During that time, I did make like throwaway videos on my second channel, but nothing really too like complicated. But then about 3 or so months ago, I came back and I have been cranking out videos. It's been fun. Like I love making videos, but there's one thing that has been on the back of my mind is that how will I make this thing successful? I work at a restaurant now, and it's nice, but like it isn't the job that I was meant to do. I was meant to make videos. I would love to have a job where I can be my own boss and I can make creative stuff that can make people laugh and feel things. I can do what I love. But YouTube is a different platform. Even the 4 years that I have been on YouTube, so much has changed. And, I have changed. I first started out making sketch comedy videos because it's something that I love. I love writing scripts and I love acting as different characters. Another dream of mine is to make a movie, and comedy skits are like mini short films. But I also love telling stories. But looking back, a lot of my skits had issues with them. Some of the writing is on the nose, and some of my acting was just very wooden. There was also a lot of editing mistakes, and a lot of the times some of the sentences would cut off because I would try to cut them too close. And mind you, I was editing on my phone at this point, so it wasn't like exact frame editing. Another type of content that I like doing is I also like vlogs, but not much happens in my life, and it's kind of hard to grow off of vlogging unless you're like some famous celebrity or something out there. I also like gaming, but that's like a very saturated content, and I'm not the best video gamer. Like it'll take me forever to complete a simple part of a video game, so I don't think people would watch that. And I started doing reaction content, which was fun, but then I started to not feel fulfilled. With all the talk nowadays about stealing content, I was afraid that I wasn't giving enough of my own spin on it. I don't want to be known as the guy who just took content and said nothing. In recent days, I have gotten into a lot into, like film analysis and video essays talking about old media. I feel like this would be a great type of content to make, but I have never made these type of long form videos before. I have made some, small scale commentary videos, but nothing like these hour plus long deep dives and analysis. Most of these videos are highly scripted and take lots of editing and work to find clips from movies and stuff. Since, I'm used to making skits, I've only ever written scripts that are like a minute, or sometimes the skits are even like 30 to 40 seconds. The longest skit that I ever made was 5 minutes. Also, sourcing the clips from movies is a huge task, and I have no idea how they do it. Since these videos take a long time to produce, I would only be able to post like once or twice a month, and if a video does not do good, I have less chances to recover from it. I want to find a way to make content that is fulfilling and makes people think, while also striking a balance of being able to upload consistently. And there is my problem. I have no idea on what type of content that I want to make. That's why you guys haven't seen such a mixed bag of things lately. Reaction videos, skits, and random rants. I want to make something that a long time from now I will look back on and I will feel proud of. I want to make content that when people watch it, they will walk away feeling better. But I don't know what that is. I have done a lot of thinking. I do want to make some video essays, and I do think that I could make some shorter ones, but I just have no ideas. Also, making videos isn't the only thing you have to worry about. There's thumbnails that have to be maximized for click-through rates, and titles that strike a balance of being interesting but not too clickbait. The rise of Mr. Beast clones has everyone making hyper-fast editing and saying that you have to change up your videos every 3 to 4 seconds. YouTube has become more competitive in a saturated place. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that is a good thing in some regards. It makes people strive to make great content, and there's a lot of great creators out there who make Hollywood level content that could rival some big companies. There is content out there for almost anyone to watch. This also means that you are forced to work harder and put more of yourself into the videos. Lots of people are quitting because YouTube forces you to constantly be working and be a master of many different skills in order to be a great YouTube. In today's YouTube, you can't just be a great video maker. You have to be a graphic designer, a keywords expert, and a great marketer so that people find out about your channel and watch your videos. There is a lot of tips on how to grow on YouTube out there, but a lot of that stuff I've seen is just really surface level, and it's just the same information being spat out in a new package. Also, a lot of YouTubers are business people who have large teams of editors, assistant, thumbnail designers, and more. A lot of people nowadays are spending millions of dollars on their videos. Now, this is not all the content. There are still some people out there who may spend very little on their content and are successful. People like Penguin Zero and other people. There's also the thing with brand deals and sponsorships. Because of how inconsistent ad revenue is, you can't just rely on that. One week you can be making it big, and another you can be making almost nothing. And I don't want to do that. Now, I'm not saying that brand deals are bad, and I know that people need to make money. I don't mind them, but with me, I would just feel weird selling a product to people that I don't use. Now, am I saying that I will never do a brand deal? No. What I am saying is that if I ever do one, I will be very selective about which I do or outright just reject all of them. And personally, I don't want my channel to turn into a business. All I want to be able to do is to make enough money to survive and live comfortably. Maybe I would hire an editor, but I don't want to have a team. I love the whole process of making videos, and I don't want to become a content farm. I want to ensure my content has heart. Also, I want to make it clear that I am not against people having big teams. If that helps them take the stress off of them and it helps them have better lives, then I'm all for it. It's just not my cup of tea, and there's a lot of channels with big teams that make great content. This is all to say that I am stuck at the moment. I don't know where to go from here. With this channel or in general. I also want to say that this is not my only channel. I've made many channels over the years and deleted them. I tried to make a writing channel, a movie review channel, and I even tried to start over and make another comedy skit channel. None of them have taken off. Most of them are gone. Now I have 3 channels, this one, my spam channel, and another one with no content on it. And the reason for this is because I just can't do one type of content because I have so many interests. I start something, and as soon as I get bored, I move on to the next thing. I don't have the longest attention span, so if I have to work on one thing for a long time, it's hard. That's why I usually like to make a lot of short things. But the funny thing is that this very video that you're watching right now is fully scripted, which is something that I've almost never done. I don't think I've done. And as soon as I sat down to start typing this script, I was typing like a storm, and I haven't even stopped. So this video has been going on for a long time, and I think I'm just going to end it right here. So for the future of this channel, I really don't know. I will probably do some live streams and maybe make some like live stream highlights because that's kind of easy to do. I kind of want to do some I still kind of want to do some comedy skits, but I can promise one thing is that I will not become one of those drama channels who posted daily videos with titles like "The blank situation was crazy." So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching it all the way through. This was just me talking about something I am very passionate about. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.